Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So I was asked if I could show you guys the update on the cross stitch that I'm doing for my mum. So yes, I can. Here it is. I'm making a real go at it. I started this in March. Now, when I did my Lord of the Rings one last year, I did it in about 8 weeks, but that's all I did, because yeah, I wasn't really well, I was working, but I wasn't working as much as I am at the moment. So yeah, I started this back in March thinking, oh, I'll have it done in plenty of time. We're now 2 weeks away from Christmas and yeah, we're not finished. So my plan with this is actually to turn it into a cushion for my mum. My mum is obsessed with dragons. When I say obsessed, I mean like ridiculously obsessed. So when I got this, I just knew instantly that this was something that I would love to make up for my mum, and I think it's something that she would definitely treasure. And a lot of work has gone into it, so I thought, you know what, I'll come on, I won't just show you a little bit of an update, we'll have a little bit of a chin wag. Now Lady's sulking with me because I won't give her a treat. Alright, let me split this. So I'm working on the tail. Give me 2 seconds. So the best way to do this is to have one piece in your mouth and then pull the other bit as well as the end. Right, okay, so this is the bit that I'm going to be working on here. If I come in closer, you should be able to see. So I'm working on this dark colour here, so I'm wanting to try and finish that off today. It won't be all in this video because it will take a bit of time for me to do. So yeah, but once I get going, yeah, it's quite fun. Now, I was at a craft show at the weekend with Lucy and I managed to do this whole section while at the the craft fair. I managed to do this whole section because there was 2 hours where I was really quiet because it was in our local sports centre. And they had shows and stuff on, so when the shows were on it was super quiet, so I managed to get absolutely loads done on it. I still need to do those, so I'm with Lucy at the weekend. See, I don't know when this is going to go up. I don't know if it's going to go up before this weekend or after this weekend. So this weekend we've got another 2 craft fairs, so I'm going to take it with me. And I'm going to do the background, so all the yellow is the background, so because I don't have to think and I don't have to concentrate, and it means I can sort of keep an eye on things as well. Whereas yeah, with these bits I really do have to concentrate. Last night I was doing it and I was doing in here and I ended up doing this blue colour and I mixed up my 2 pinks and I was like, Dawn, what are you doing? So I had to unpick it all. I was so, yeah, so gutted. Now, I don't use a hoop. I do a lot of scrunching. And it's probably not the right way to do it. This is just my way. It's the way that I'm comfortable with doing it. But yeah, so anyone who is a cross stitch artist and, you know, is a professional, this is my 3rd ever cross stitch. So yeah, I only know certain bits and pieces of what to do. But I know that as long as I put a cross in each square, we are good to go. So yeah, so I'll do until the end of this strand with you, just so you can see a little bit of this being done. And then what I'll do between Christmas and New Year, I'm not going to put it up before Christmas, just on the off chance that my mum does see it. She won't, but you know, you never know. I will come in between Christmas and New Year and I will show you the finished project. So at the minute I am thinking a cushion making with it, but I do have some frames and looking at it I do think it would look stunning in a frame. So I think, yeah, I'm in two minds of what I want to do. So I think what I might do is put it in the frame and then decide what I'm going to do, whether or not it's going to stay in that frame or whether I'm going to turn it into a cushion. I did a cross stitch at the beginning of the year for my friend's son. Why did I go in there? Went in the wrong place. I need to do these bottom bits. I did a Harry Potter one, and I started it around the same time as I started this. I think I started that one in the February, and I finished it by the end of the March. Which was really nice, and then I started this one. So I did that one in 6 weeks because I needed to get it done for my friend's son's birthday, and it was a Harry Potter one that I did, and I did turn that into a cushion. Oh, and he absolutely loved it. I got a massive hug off him for it, and then yeah, sort of from there, that's why I wanted to do this one for my mum. But my mum has a lot of wall space, so I'm not worried about if you know, of it. I just thought a cushion was something different. However, I do think she might like it on the wall. She lives in an old Victorian townhouse, so when I say there's plenty of wall space, I'm not joking. There's absolutely loads and loads of wall space. So I like to go in lines. As you can see, I like to go up and down, which is probably wasting a lot of thread. However, I don't know. I just prefer going up and down in a line, especially on this tail bit. In the other bits, I didn't. I did it in blocks, but yeah, please don't judge me too harshly on how I'm doing this. I was debating whether or not I was going to actually do some on camera with you, but I thought I can't just come on and show it. I need you know, we'll have to have a whip and a chat. So, and for anyone who doesn't know what whip is, it's work in progress. So yeah, and it means that I don't miss anything as well when I do it this way. But I've got this colour here, and then it goes all the way around to the tail there. So I'd already done this bit, and then it goes up this side, and then this colour is finished. And then I think from there I'm going to go on to this probably the orange, which is number 12. Highly recommend, if you've never done cross stitch before, highly recommend getting the printed, because it takes all of the work out of it for you. It's so much fun, like it's so much better. So I found that I did get a counted one, and oh my goodness, it was very overwhelming. I can do tiny ones, little ones, them ones don't bother me. But oh my goodness, talk about being overwhelmed. Yeah, I had no idea what I was doing. And then when I got the Lord of the Rings one last year, and I did that, it was so much better, because all I have to do is put a cross on the coloured square that matches the thread. So yeah, which is lovely, and you have a guide on. Now what you do when this is all completed, now I spilt water on it at the weekend, I don't know if you can see, and the yellow has ran into it. So it is a water-based ink that is on this, and all you do is, once it's done, you just put it into some warm water, and yeah, leave it to soak. And then wring it out, and all of the like the colours, the words, so all of this, everything will disappear, which is really nice. So you've got it there as a guide, and then if like when you finish, you then can get rid of all of the ink, which is nice. It does come with the pattern as well on paper, so if you wanted to redo the pattern you can, but you'd have to do a counted one. But yeah, which I thought was really nice. And you'd have to try and rematch up your thread, because there's no, oh yes there is, so it does have the colour number on as well. So if you've got those colour numbers, then you can definitely do it. So yeah, so I'm hoping by the weekend, so while I'm at the craft fair with Lucy, I'm hoping that this will be finished. I feel like I'm coming down with another cold. I hope I'm not, because I really don't want another cold. So yeah, I'm hoping that, you know, while I'm there on the quiet moments, because we're back at our local sports centre, so we're at Billingham Forum. So if anybody is in the area, I've just realised I missed that bit. Yeah, do come and visit us. We had a lovely time last week, which was lovely. It was really, really nice. So I think, and we had to, because we walked there, it's literally like 10 minutes from our house, and hubby is working. I don't drive, I'm not allowed to. I've got no sort of coordination skills, but yeah. So we walked, and it was in 3 inches of snow. It was lovely. I got to actually get my snow boots out, which I bought when I bought them a couple of years before the Beast from the East. They were on offer, and I thought, oh, I quite like the idea of having snow boots, and then never got to wear them until the Beast from the East, and then finally I've got to wear them again. So I've worn them twice now. So yeah, I don't feel like they're a waste of money. But yeah, they'll stay with me forever probably, if we only bring them out every now and again. So yeah, so we had a lovely time. I can't even remember where that story was going. It's because I'm concentrating on where all my stitches are going, so I don't miss anything. But yeah, so how's everybody's day been? Is it what do you know what I'm quite interested in? I'd love to know if you've done a handmade Christmas. So I've done very much a handmade Christmas. I do a handmade Christmas every year. And it's lovely to see everyone's faces when they open their presents. If you do a handmade Christmas, what type of things do you make for your friends and family? Do you do similar things each year, or do you change it up? Yeah, I'm very interested to know. I change it up. So like this year, it's the first time I've made handmade soaps. So this year we've got handmade soaps. Right, I'm not going to go up and down. I'm just going to go along. There's a little bit here. So yeah, what else have I made? Well, Lucy's made the jam this year, so she's done the jam. Oh, she also helped with the Christmas cake, so that actually needs decorating this week, and then I can get them wrapped up and sent out. So yeah, which is really nice. Sorry, that was my friend. I took a parcel in for her, so it's just making sure she got my message. Yeah, so we've done them. What else have I done? I've done some resin pieces this year as well. So I've been making some resin dishes and some ornaments for the trees. I don't want to say too much, just in case any of my family and friends watch this video. I've been crocheting as well, gifts, and I've already got next year ideas in hand, thanks to my lovely friend Sue, who gave me the idea, so I'm looking forward to that. I might actually even do that one with you guys on camera. So it does involve crocheting, but yeah, I think that might be quite fun. I've even made jewellery again this year. I haven't made jewellery for gifts for about 4 years. So this year I thought, you know what, it's time to make some, I mean, it's nothing fancy, just you know, some lovely bracelets using some crystals and some earrings, yeah, for a few people. Oh, and I can push it with my thumb because it's a dull needle, thank goodness, because yeah, that would be lethal. Right, I have a bit of thread left. This is why I don't normally like doing this. Right, you don't want to see the back of this because the back of this looks awful. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to randomly, and this is what I do, just randomly go in and do a few of the squares until my thread runs out, which is why it's a mess. And I know that I'm doing it wrong. I know I am, but you know what? I'm enjoying myself. It's just, yeah, how I've never been taught. I should really watch some YouTube videos on how to actually cross stitch properly, because yeah, I bet there's a better way of doing it than the way that I'm doing it in this particular case. I think we can definitely get this one, and then I think I'm going to tie it off here. But yeah, now you're about to see how bad the back is. Are you ready? Ta-da! I do need to trim all my ends. I sort of weave my ends through the fabric on the back, so I go through quite a few and then I pull it through, and then every now and again, so I'm at the point where I'm thinking that I do actually need to start trimming all of these bits. So I might do that with you on camera. Right, so let me pop my needle back in there, and I do have some scissors, and then I just simply go around, because I know all of my ends are weaved in, and I just snip them off, and it'll make it look so much tidier. I haven't done it for quite a while, I don't know if you can tell. And then you can see where I've done the stars, so you've got these really long pieces where I've done the stars. Right, that's attached. So when it's attached, I like to put a little knot in if it's too dangly like that, and I've not noticed. Right, so yeah, it just makes it look that little bit tidier. I mean, my mum's not going to see the back, she's not going to care about the back, but I highly recommend that you do trim as you go. But I'm lazy. I'm gonna say I'm lazy with it, because yeah, I sort of keep going until the very end, until I haven't got any thread left, and then I weave it in. I just think, oh, I'll cut it down when I want to. Everyone's just going to be looking at this saying, oh my goodness, Dawn, I can't watch you, what are you doing? But yeah, the main thing is I have had fun with it. I've enjoyed it the last couple of weeks. I was talking to my husband, because I was saying to my husband, I said, oh, I'm so behind, I can't believe that I haven't done it yet. And he said, yeah, but Dawn, if you remember when you did the Harry Potter one, you had a set time in which it needed to be done by, and you flew through it. So he said, because you're on a time limit now, he said, you'll fly through it. And he is right, because it wasn't even half done a week ago. So well, you can tell by the amount of bits. I'm going to cut that, and that's going to get tied. So yeah, and there, because I don't know if you see, it's a bit too stretched. I don't like it when it's stretched, and that's just where I've jumped. So I just put a knot in. Like I said, not a professional. This is my third ever cross stitch painting. I haven't watched any YouTube videos. I've done no research on what I'm supposed to do. I literally just put a cross in everything. I did try and do it neatly, I did, honest. Right, that is not thread, that is canvas. So that's because I noticed with this canvas, it is fraying. I don't know if that's a normal thing, but it's fraying around the edge quite a lot. Right, there was, oh, I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look so much better once you've trimmed the back? My mother-in-law said to me, you know your embroidery is good is when you can't tell the front from the back. I don't think we can tell the front from the back, do you? But yeah, I don't know if that's just embroidery or if it's cross stitch as well. So anyone who is, right, I want to tie these together. These are the stars. So the stars were like really wide apart, and I didn't want to keep cutting my thread. I was being lazy. So I thought I'll deal with that when I deal with it. Like I said, I just put a knot in, but you're not going to see it. So it's all good. There we go. And then I've got all these bits. But yeah, I'm loving it. I think my mum's going to love it too. And at the end of the day, you know, that's who I'm doing this for. I'm doing it for my mum. And my mum is my biggest fan. So I know that no matter how well or how bad I've done with this, I know she's going to love it. And, you know, I'm hoping that you see that you don't have to be perfect with your gifts. You know, embrace the imperfectness, because all those bits, because, you know, it's handmade. Not everything handmade is perfect. It's unique. And yeah, I just love creating stuff for people and seeing how happy it makes them. Okay, some of my ends have got, this is why you should trim them, because they get caught when you're stitching, but oh well, we just know that they're going to be okay. Right, like that one's totally caught. And then that one, can you hear a little lady snoring her head off? Right, that one I do want to tie. And we've got another bit there. So there's I'm assuming there's 2 stars, or there's something there. I was tempted not to bother putting the stars in, but then I put them in, as you can tell. Because they were like one every, like, I don't know, few blocks. Okay. I'm just gonna get rid of all of this. This is just where it's been caught up. Right, we're nearly there. So like I say, I always weave in my end and then I pull it off the needle, so I know that when I cut, I can just cut it. There's, you know, there's no worry about anything falling apart. Right, just a few more bits down here. Okay, there we are. And this bit. So there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing a little bit of my cross stitch that I'm working on for my mum. Yeah, I really do hope you've enjoyed it, because it's not something that I do share regularly on the channel. Oh. Do you know, every time I think I've got them, I find more. Right, just want to trim that bit. Okay, so that's all the extra fluff. Get rid of that. So there we have it. So I will be continuing because I've got the other half. So I split my thread into, or for this particular piece, I've split it into 2 pieces. So there's 3 strands on each. Whereas when I was doing the Harry Potter one, I split it into 3 pieces. But I found that it was, it didn't look as full. It looked lovely. But I have found that with the 3 strands, it just looks a lot fuller and it feels amazing. It feels like a proper tapestry, which is really, really nice. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing my progress. So yeah, I think it'll look lovely, you know, in a frame. But I don't know. I'm going to decide. I'll decide when I'm done it. And then I will come back on and I'll show you it completely finished on however I decided to finish it off. But yeah, I'm hoping by the end of the weekend this will be completely finished. Today I'm hoping to have all this red done. And maybe these 2 blue bits and the green. So if I can get them finished today, I'll be very happy with that. But I do it when I go to bed, so I don't do it, that's why it's never in the studio. So I'm just going to fold that over there, and then I just wrap my thread around, put it on, and then we roll it. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, I will see you guys in another video very soon. I hope you're enjoying the 24 days of Christmas. So that is, yeah, loving all your comments, so thank you for them. It means a lot to read your comments, and I do try and answer all of them. Every now and again though, a comment comes up and then I can't find it, so I don't know what YouTube's up to again. But yeah, so if I don't answer your comment, it's because I haven't seen it for some reason. But yeah, that's it really for today. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Please do take care and happy crafting. Bye.